This is your Wall Street wake-up call. Wells Fargo CEO John Stumpf testifying on Capitol Hill Tuesday to answer questions about the bank's business practices, which included opening up fake bank accounts. For more, I'm joined now by Jasper Lawler, a market analyst with CMC Markets based in London. So Jasper, anytime we see this congressional hearing, many bank CEOs have been in this spot. It's a lot of political theater. How is Stumpf going to address this scandal, in your view?
Good morning, Scott. Well, yes, John Stumpf, he's in a bind here. He's in front of the Senate Banking Committee. By that very nature of it, things have got political now, and he needs to address the situation at Wells Fargo that led to the creation of these fake accounts. Now, we've seen a copy of what he's going to say. It's expected that he will apologize for his role, and he's going to take some responsibility for what happened as the CEO of the company. But I think what's really missing here is accountability. Now, we know that Carrie Stolt has received or is pending receiving $125 million golden parachute. She was in charge of the department that led to these fake accounts being created. And I think he's probably not going to announce it today, but he's certainly going to be asked about it. He could announce it today, but that money needs to be clawed back. I think that's what investors are going to want to see, not just because of the sum involved, obviously that's a pittance, but just to appease the political situation, which obviously we've seen today, Hillary Clinton writing an open letter to the customers of Wells Fargo as well. He really needs to kind of put this whole situation back in a box, and I think that clawback is going to be the way to do it.
Well, and in interviews he has referred to the money she will receive as a board issue, not necessarily his decision. But do you think with all this, and especially after this hearing, the pressure will intensify for him to step down?
I think it will. I think he's got himself in a situation where just recently he was blaming, essentially, the specific employees involved, the 5,000 plus employees that did this, trying to take the blame away from himself. Doing a similar thing here in terms of the remuneration. Yes, maybe it's officially down to the board, but obviously he has a strong influence over it and the policy that the boards are enforcing. So I think really he's going to be asked to step up to the plate here. And if that money doesn't get clawed back, I think that's probably going to be the differentiator as to whether Mr. Stumpf keeps his job.
Yeah, because a lot of this is about public opinion, and of course we've been down this road before with the bank CEOs. What's your take on the stock? I mean, it's been down because of this scandal, but it hasn't been decimated. So if you're a shareholder, what should you do?
Well, actually, I think from a stock perspective, it's encouraging the price action to date. We've basically been in a range of $45 to say $51 in Wells Fargo for a number of months now. And this scandal, as big and far-reaching as it's been, has just pushed us down to the bottom of the range. And I think if he can hold his own today in the testimony, there's a good chance that actually Wells Fargo weathers this storm. And I think from a sort of tactical perspective, maybe not so long-term, there are going to be people buying the stock down at the bottom of the range here, thinking that the price action to date, like you said, has not been disastrous, and indication that there's still a willingness to buy into this company for its obviously no longer the biggest bank by capitalization in America, but just shares pushed up to the top of the range again, and it can be.
All right, Jasper Lawler from CMC Markets in London. Jasper, as always, thanks for your insight.
Thanks, Scott.
I'm Scott Gamm, and you're watching The Street.